Hey guys, this is Cory. Welcome to CNA Films and Animation. Tonight I'm going to be talking about the 2003 Best Picture nominated film, Seabiscuit. This film was directed by Gary Ross, who had previously made Pleasantville and would later make The Hunger Games. And the film starred Jeff Bridges, Chris Cooper, Tobey Maguire, and Elizabeth Banks. And it follows Jeff Bridges as, he's a, in the start of the film, he's kind of a low life in a sense. He's struggling to make a life for himself, and he comes up with a new concept for a car based off of Henry Ford's Model T. And from there he starts making his own cars, and after the stock market crash, his business plummets, and he starts to slowly build himself up with by other means. And then we go to Gary Cooper, Chris Cooper, who is a he's a horse trainer. He's trained horses his entire life, more or less. And he comes across a stubborn horse that is known later as Seabiscuit. Well, actually, the horse's name is Seabiscuit, and he comes across Seabiscuit, and pretty much the horse is more or less wild. It doesn't want to deal with anyone. And then we go to another storyline with Tobey Maguire. Tobey Maguire is a jockey whose parents left him to basically become a jockey. They left him to another family so that way he can actually have a life, and they weren't sure if they could provide for him. And he's born to be a jockey. He's not the best in the world. He's a little taller than most, and he's discovered by Chris Cooper. Chris Cooper shows him Seabiscuit. Seabiscuit and Tobey Maguire more or less have a bond, and history is made. And it's a really good movie. The film was nominated for 7 Oscars, including Best Picture, Best Cinematography, Best Film Editing, Best Adapted Screenplay, Best Set Direction, Best Sound Mixing, and Best Costume Design. The film did not win any of the Oscars that it was nominated for, but that doesn't mean that it's not a bad film. The Seabiscuit follows the horse mainly. It kind of has 3 people joined together. You've got Tobey Maguire, who's a little too tall for the horse. The horse is a much smaller horse than most other racing horses. And Chris Cooper, he's a little too old to be training horses, and Jeff Bridges has just pretty much been down on his luck throughout his entire life. He loses his son to a car accident. His wife leaves him because of it, and he's trying to build himself back up. And the drama in this film at times really works well, and at times it really doesn't. At times I was really invested in what was going on screen. At other times, it felt like they could have cut it a little bit. The overall atmosphere and the way that they present the time frame, or the way that they set up the time that the film's set in, is really well done. It's narrated throughout parts of the movie, and it works for it. It gives you a little bit of history, as well as giving you just kind of a overall atmosphere of what the times were like. The costumes look really good. They do a really good job in that aspect, and it's a really good movie. There's not much else I can really say about it. I'm going to give Seabiscuit a 7.9 out of 10. So tell me guys, have you seen Seabiscuit? If you have, what'd you think of it? Did you like it? Did you dislike it? What'd you think of the acting, the sets, the costumes? Comment below, let me know. I'd love to hear your feedback. If you guys like this video, be sure to like, favorite, subscribe. Be sure to check out our other videos. And as always, I'm Cory, and I will see you guys in the next one.